Do, 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 do. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Sergio. I'll wait for a couple more people to get in my room before I start all my stuff. How's everybody doing? Jackie. Baby, how are you? GG. All right, you guys. My name is Kim. This is True Magic Tarot. I am here for all your guidance needs. If you guys want a yes/no question answered, all you have to do is comment your question and like my page, and you will get your question answered. I do not go in order, though. But if you want me to go straight to you, you can give me $5 or give the gift goal of the day, and I will go straight to you for your question. Full in-depth reads are $25, and all my spell work is $20. You can send payment to my Cash App or PayPal. My Cash App is True Magic Tarot. My PayPal is linked in my bio. Once payment is made, I go directly to you. At 10K likes, I will give out a free little mini reading to a lucky winner. So make sure you're double tapping that screen. Until then, let's get these yes/no questions going. Thank you for liking my live. Will Haley get engaged soon? Will Haley get engaged soon? Yeah, not as soon as you would like it, but soon-ish. And this is going to take you by surprise, in a way. The proposal is going to be done in a sneaky way. Of course, most of the time that is. But try not to be unhappy. Maybe the sneaky way that it gets asked to you isn't really the way you envisioned a person to propose to somebody else. But all the same, he's trying to be spontaneous. I feel like there's hair. Miss Priscilla, welcome in. Priscilla, what do you need to hear for your highest and greatest good? Bewitched, you're under a spell. There's a bad habit that you keep going back to. I don't feel this is person related or job related. I feel this is more of a... Maybe it's your McDonald's sandwiches. I don't know, but it's something small like that. You keep going back to it, saying that you're not going to do it, but you still go back. That makes sense. Try staying away from McDonald's sandwiches. If you guys are curious about my prices, the lovely New York has them pinned above. I just had McDonald's today. Oh, no wonder it came up. Oh no, those lovely pleasures can be, spirit could be like, hey, what are you doing? Will I hear from Aaron this week? Stacy, will you hear from Aaron this week? Not this week. There's going to be some delays, but you definitely will hear from him. This will be impulsively on a day that you don't, almost like you've given up hearing from him, so you're like, fuck him. And then you'll hear from him. And your guides and angels are saying, look closer. Is this a habit of his? Because if it is, are you sure you want him to go through this all the time, being ghosted? The Cash App is True Magic Tarot, and the picture on it is like the picture, and magic is spelled M-A-G-I-C-K. I add a K to my magic. Should I walk away from coal? Nicole, should you walk away from coal? Probably. If you ever want to recover from some sort of finances, there's a lot of pentacles on the board. If you ever want to recover financially, yes. I feel you have to juggle too much with this one because he... Either that or becoming financially independent. He may be controlling your money in a way. Not like you guys are doing... that you guys aren't well off financially, but maybe he controls your money? Something of that nature. Can you spell it again? True, T-R-U-E, magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, tarot, T-A-R-O-T, True Magic Tarot. I come up as Kim Levitt also. What's up, Emily? Will Joey unblock me, and reach out soon? The lovely New York has it spelled out for you right there, Jordan. Will Joey unblock me and reach out soon? Shay. No, this is a lost opportunity, love. He's fully walked away. If you want him to come back, you can gain victory in... It's not 100% a lost cause. There's like 10% chance you can get back together with him, but not good. Not a good one. Not a good chance. Sorry, love. If you guys are curious about my prices, the lovely New York has them pinned above. Will Jimmy reach out soon? Ashley, will Jimmy reach out soon? Where'd you send it, Jordan? Jimmy will reach out soon, yes. But be careful. There's like 3 women in his life. I don't know if there's, you know, like mothers and sisters that are involved in your relationship, or he's seen 2 other women. But there's 3 women in his life that's making it hard for this relationship to stay together. Jordan, you sent it through Cash App. All right. You want a more in-depth reading. What kind of reading would you love? I will go back to yes, no questions in between paid readings, guys. If you want an in-depth reading, my Cash App is True Magic Tarot. My PayPal is linked in the bio. Read pin. The gift goal is unavailable. I have to switch it. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. The feather mask. What the hell? Let's go for this one. Screw it. Is that one coming up available? Okay. When will... Let me see. Ex Robin said she was done 2 Sundays ago. Next day she said needed a break from all this. When will she reach out and reconcile? So you and Robin. All right. Jordan and Robin. Let me write down Robin's name so I don't forget. What's going on with Jordan and Robin? What's Robin's intentions with Jordan? Will they be back together? Has this happened in the past before? Is this the way she gets attention from you? That's what I'm feeling. We'll look further in the cards, though. Some information about Jordan. Hello, Irene. I'll answer yes, no questions after I'm done with paid reading. She has left me before. Yeah, this seems to be a reoccurring thing for her. We'll see what can be done, though. And quite want to flip over. If you really want to know if she's going to return to you, yes, she will. But be careful, because I feel like this is a pattern of hers. She's a back and forth type person, because she tries to gain control of you that way with your emotions. And it might be because, do you go out and party a lot, or gossip, or you have people around you that gossip a lot? The Three of Cups is coming up here in reverse. Three of Cups it means third party. Robin feels like there's always third party interference in your guys' relationship. Either that, or Robin's the one that's cheating all the time. Let me confirm that. Give me some more information. This is over in your side, so it has to do something with you. And 25, yes. 25 in-depth reading, anything you want. Let me see. She's never gone this long without reaching out back. But she's never... Okay. I don't, but she used to accuse me all the time. Okay. Read pin. What's hindering her side is money sent to Cash App. Why is my thing not... All right. Sunshine, you're next. I feel like the main focus on you guys is you both are too dominant. And what's hindering you is... You yourself try to control the situation, and she may be a narcissist in a way. So whenever she accuses you of cheating, it's probably because she's the one doing cheating herself, and she's trying to come up with some sort of blame game towards you so she can leave. Let me give you an example of what I'm seeing in my head. She has her eyes set on another person, and she's wanting to spend time with them away from you. So she'll start to act really mean to you, or maybe not even necessarily mean, but like really snippy. And if you say anything back to her, she'll be like, fine, you know what? I'm out of here. She makes up like situations for her to break up in part so she can spend time with this other person, but still have you on the back burner, believing it's your fault everything happened. That way, just in case this other person doesn't work out, she can always come back to you. Does that make sense? I don't think there's ever been a someone else. She's extremely avoidant. It doesn't matter if a person's avoidant or not. They can still cheat. Scared of, yeah. Especially if a person's scared of commitment. I mean, they'll... And it doesn't show in the cards that she is necessarily scared of commitment. What's showing in the cards is she believes you to be her happily ever after, but she's trying to find something better, knowing darn well she's not going to find better. It's almost like you give her 95% of what she needs, but she's trying to find that person that gives her the 100. And nobody can be a pure 100% of what the other person needs. That's just not possible. If you get what I mean. So she's always got you on the back burner just in case the person she thinks is better than you is not better than you. But the thing is she'll never find anybody better than you. And you, my dear, have some good karma coming towards you. Your guys and angels are wanting you to maybe to accept the fact that she's not emotionally healed. She's enough to be in a relationship. So when is she going to reach out? Within 6 months or less, because 6 months from now, the Five of Pentacles in reverse comes up. That's recovering from some sort of loss. So 6 months or less. Let's see if we can get a... And she'll come as like a knight in shining armor. She'll be romantic. Yeah, that's like, yeah, she's a narcissist. She'll put blame on you so she can walk away, but then when she wants you back, she'll come and act like this romantic lover and tell you everything that you want to hear. She likes it when you're not in your power and she can control you. Queen of Wands, yeah. Cards are reminding me, within a month, I'd say. And she's going to move to you slowly at first. She's going to, like, tease you in a way. Like, starting with texts, maybe. And she... What am I hearing? Yeah, so the person she ran off with, within a month, she's going to realize that's not the one for her, but she'll start texting you to make sure that you're still available. And then she'll work on the blame game with the new person so she can fully walk away from that person. Do you get what I mean? It'll take her another month of playing the blame game on the other person before she actually takes a move towards you. Does that make sense? So you'll be in contact with her within a month, but the reunion won't happen for another 2 months. Oh, you're welcome, Danny. Do you have any other questions, love, before I move on to the next person? Thank you for the heart, poof. Should I try reaching out? Reaching out to her will make her happy, only because that allows her to know that she hasn't lost you. But reaching out to her isn't going to make her come towards you quicker, if you get what I mean. it just make her happy and more comfortable in her situation with this other person, knowing that you're still there on the back burner. Does that make sense? If you guys are curious about my prices, the lovely New York has them pinned above. And Sunshine, you're up next. What kind of reading would you want? I will answer yes, no questions here in a second, guys. Sunshine is the last person on my list so far. If you guys want to be on the list for an in-depth reading, you can do it now. They're $25. Just the general, like, what your guides and angels want you to know, Sunshine. Is that what you're asking for? A lot going on with life, from relationships, jobs, and recent car accident. I can definitely do a spirit-led message, but it's not a guarantee that you're going to get every aspect of your life talked about. It's just whatever spirit thinks you need to focus on the most. If you want a reading that will guarantee, like, talk a little bit about your relationship, your job, and stuff like that, you would need to book a private reading. Private readings, you're able to do multiple subjects, but here on TikTok, an in-depth reading is one subject. That's what you need, whatever spirit thinks you need to focus on first. Is that what you mean? Okay. Spirits, guardian angels, what does Sunshine need to do for her highest and greatest good, please? What does... Oh, snap. You've been trying to manifest something into your life, maybe just your dream life in general. You're tired of being put in this pause moment. Maybe the car accident was a pretty bad one and you've been stuck on the couch or in this healing journey for way too long, and you're gotten a little bored of it. What's hindering you is emotional immaturity. There's either people around you or you yourself are a little bit emotionally immature right now. And I'll confirm what it is here in a second. And I believe it's other people in your life. I believe this car accident wasn't necessarily an accident. It was Spirit's way of putting you in timeout to where you were isolated and alone, so you can really look at your life and see just who's there for you, who's not. So what you're supposed to be doing in this isolation moment is really looking and seeing who's there for you. It's my relationship. Maybe. I mean, I believe Spirit put you in a timeout because they want you to look at everybody in your life. If you're in a position to where you need help from others right now, sit back and really observe who's helping you right now. And if there's people that are not helping you, these people were meant to be taken out of your life, because I'm pretty sure you've helped them a lot in your journey, because it shows that you were a person that would always be there for their friends no matter what. And Spirit's been really even in your relationship, I feel you're supposed to take a look around and see. I keep hearing lazy. Maybe you're the person with is either very lazy, also materialistic, because maybe you were the breadwinner of the family, and now that you're taken out, your bread winnings isn't as much, and he's being a little bit over emotional. But yeah, that's why this happened to you, is so you can find closure with the people that no longer belong on your table. or what's that saying? Figure out who should be sitting at your table and who should be shunned away. That's what you're supposed to be figuring out right now. What's in your power is you are the emperor, meaning that you have a lot of male energy within inside of you. You're very independent. Whatever it takes, if you decide that your relationship really wasn't what you thought it was, you have the power inside of you to really let this go and start anew and find somebody that is more of a partner instead of a... That's trying to find a word that I... For some reason, I keep wanting to say snail, but maybe he's not necessarily lazy. He's just slow at movement in the relationship, not moving as fast in the relationship as you would like him to, or something of that nature. And there's a couple of people around you that have a lot of resentment towards you. What kind of resentment do they have? Oh, there's some people that you're going to take out of your life because once you really step back and observe who needs to be cut out of your life, you're going to do it. You're going to have the power to do it here pretty soon. And they're going to show some resentment. But Spirit is saying, don't let this stop you. People who are using you and will show resentment if they're not getting their way. It's almost like a child taking away their bottle. They're going to throw a fit until you give them their bottle back. But they'll eventually... if you give them no reaction and just allow them to throw their temper tantrum, they'll just naturally go away on their own. Do you get what I mean? Spirit has seen that you've done too much for others. So this car accident was a timeout so you can see exactly who you should let go of and who you should hold on to. Do you have any questions, love? So that's the focus that you should be doing right now, is focusing who should stay in your life and who should go. No, thank you. I've been manifesting a good life. Yeah, exactly. And part of manifesting a good life is you need to break down the life that you had before. Losing people who use you, stuff like that. So that's all. You're doing great. Not everybody can follow you on your next journey. You'll find the right path. But the beginning of your path, you need to figure out who you want to bring along with you and who you don't before you can even know what road to walk down. Do you get what I mean? You'll figure your way. And you'll have, as soon as you get rid of these relationships that no longer suit you, you'll have a new love coming in for you. A love that'll be greedy but in a good way. Greedy that they'll show you exactly what they want and how to get there. They'll allow you to pull yourself out of that male energy that you're stuck in. This new person. Do I need a reading? Does Miss Emily need a reading? If you want to know what kind of seeds you need to plant starting right now to come to fruition in the summertime, yes, that's the kind of reading that you need. And I have the perfect deck for that. All right, back to yes, no questions until I get a paid reading. Will I have a baby in 2025? Andy, will Andy have a baby in 2025? They're asking you to take a step back and make sure the person you're with is somebody that you're going to be with long term. They're making you, if you want to be pregnant, you could be pregnant by the end of the year, but they're wanting you to double check the person that you're actually wanting to have a baby with. Are they long term? Have they been a person that stabbed you in the back a lot and caused a lot of delays in your relationship? If they have, your guides and angels are wanting you to wait and see if the relationship will be more stable before you actually think about having a baby. Yeah, I told Emily she does need a reading. Thank you, New York. The reading would be for what kind of seeds need to be planted right now to come to fruition in the summertime. So kind of help her with her goals, like what kind of goals she should have right now. Will my son start sleeping through the night without interruptions? 1 second. Ari, what will help your son sleep through the night better is and I believe you kind of know this in your heart, like spend more time creating happy moments with him, like take him to the park or I don't know what age he is, do age appropriate stuff with the child, but try to create some happy moments because he's affected by the toxicity of the past. I don't know what happened. Even small little things can make a child feel unsafe, or maybe he even has like, maybe he's even scared of the dark, the boogeyman. So maybe having a night light with that shines. I know, one of my kids was scared of the dark, and what I did was bought one of those lamps that shine like moons and stars on the ceiling. That might help him get comfortable into sleeping through the night. Sunshine, if you want to book a private reading with me, you just text the phone number in the bio and we move forward from there, setting up an appointment that suits both of us. Does New York need a reading today? If you want to check in on how secure your job is, yes, I feel that's on your mind heavily. And the King of Pentacles is here. Something about security. Needing clarity on, I feel it's is it her job? The Hierophant. Is it her husband? Is it Greg? Your intuition's already told you about him. I believe it's your job. If you want to check in on the intentions of your bosses, that I keep pulling King of Pentacles. No idea what it is. I believe it's job related on your stability. Right now, you're in male energy because you're worried about your finances. So you want to figure out whether or not you are still stable in your job or not. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, you guys. Yes, no questions until I get until somebody books a reading or gets on the list for a reading. Danny, is Yanni missing you? Paid Cash App? Okay. My Cash App dinger must be off. So anybody that pays for a reading, please let me know. It's not dinging me today. And yes, Yanni is missing you. I feel in the near future he's going to come in like a knight in shining armor. But be careful. There's two other female energies that are in his aura right now. Emily, you paid for an in-depth reading. Can I have a baby again, please? Okay. And you wanted to know what kind of seeds you need to plant this spring, right? Miss Emily? Okay. I need to grab the tarot deck upstairs. I have it upstairs. Give me a second. Okie doke. This one. Lithia. I need Lithia. Where's my Lithia deck? Llamas. Lithia. There we go. Okie doke. Alright, this is my Season of the Witch Ostara deck. This is like... Ostara is when... is a good time to plant seeds. It's a time of like... even with farmers, this is like the time to plant seeds. But... the Ostara starts on March 20th. So the seeds that need to be planted planted by March 20th. What kind of seeds does Miss Emily need to... Any more? There we go. This is a very good time for you to get out and ground yourself in nature. This will help you stabilize your emotions to where you're not in that roller coaster of life is amazing, life is shitty, life is amazing, life is shitty. And March 20th is when plants start to turn green and stuff like that. This is a really good time to go out and hug a tree to help ground yourself so you can stay in a more leveled out emotions as far as being happy. And your guides and angels, your tongue will illuminate the spaces within your thoughts that need evolving. Be careful during this time of season what you say. remember that truth spell that I did for you? Not only are people going to say the truth, but you yourself are going to start talking your truth. But you really need to keep your ear out, because you're going to say some, like, you're going to snap and say some things that you normally would keep to yourself. But when you snap and say things like that, that means that is your cue that your guides and angels are trying to get you to listen to your inner voice. So let's say, for example, somebody's chewing really loudly and you snap and say, "Can you chew with your mouth shut? That's fucking disgusting." You know, that may not be what happened, but you would normally not even bother with that. But really look at the meaning of why you snapped, and in that scenario is because something's annoying you. So your truth is something in your life is annoying you, and then it's up to you to really think, what in my life is annoying me right now, and how can I resolve it? Do you get what I mean? No, don't control your mouth. Your mouth, your snaps, and your triggers tell you exactly what's going on inside your heart and what you need to do to fix. So the seeds that you're planting by March is really getting to know yourself and what your triggers are and how to fix them. Do you kind of get what I mean by that, though? And you can always text me too and say, "Hey, this happened today. I snapped, I got triggered, or I got triggered and started crying because of this." And I can help, like, guide you why you did that. Okay. And you mustn't forget to start leaning on your community too. I feel in March, you're going to be meeting some new people that are going to be your forever friends. So start hanging around with them more, doing creative things with them. Maybe go to have coffee with them. Really build your community at this time. And then if you do all these things by summertime, summer solstice is June 20th. From March 20th to June 20th is when you're planting, March 20th, you're planting the seeds, and then in the middle, you're taking care of the garden. And then by June 20th, this is what you'll see if you do everything that I tell you, if you take my advice. This is what's going to happen. Oh, snap. That would be wonderful, because sometimes I don't understand. Yes, I can help you through it. You'll by June 20th, you will have figured out who your true friends are, and how you do this is you really pay attention to who you can be yourself around. If you're a perky person and you love dancing and, you know, being a little bit loud and, you know, cheery, and there's somebody around you saying, "Hey, can you like not do that? That's annoying me." Then that person's not your forever person. Your forever people will enjoy your light. They'll enjoy your perkiness. They'll enjoy that, you know, you do the things that you do. Be still, for it's in the act of patience. By June 20th, you're also going to gain some clarity on... What is she going to gain clarity on? Oh, by June 20th, you're going to be starting to come out of your hermit mode. You're going to actually know exactly what path you need to be on and why. That's going to be much clearer by June 20th. I can be a little much. not to the right people, you won't be a little much. Never dim that light for anybody, Miss Emily. Herbs and crafting. Allow your roots to go deep in your spirit calls for grounding. And make sure in the summertime, it really, during the months of spring and summer are very important to really ground yourself and stabilize your emotions before winter hits. Because winter is much harder to ground yourself. So if you really securely ground yourself through spring and summer, winter won't be so harsh as far as going into a depression. Do you get what I mean? And then we need my Thomas? No. What other deck? And then Mabon, the fall equinox. This is what bounty this is when the harvest is ready to be picked, and everything that all the seeds that you have planted had came to full fruition. All your manifestations would be completed by this time if you planted the seeds during March. What kind of harvest will Emily have? Ooh, that's why the grounding. Be still in the whispered is. Flow through the silence. Ah, your mind is no longer going to run 100 miles per hour, because if you really work on truly grounding yourself in nature, you're going to be able to slow your mind enough to where you can start to hear your guides and angels yourself. And something that you've been wanting since you were a child, a manifestation that you've been trying to bring to life since you were a child, that's going to come into fruition. But don't forget to give your ancestors something like, for example, when I show gratitude to my ancestors, I have like, my fireplace has all my ancestors' pictures who's passed away. I light candles for them. During the holidays, like for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I make a little itty bitty tiny plate and put their favorite food on the plate, and I put it in front of their picturing, almost like an offering to your ancestors. Make sure you show gratitude and give some sort of offering to your ancestors. Yeah, the deer really stuck out. It's a beautiful card. And if the deer really stuck out to you, look it up and see what animal message there is. Great, they're full of grace, gentleness, and rebirth. By the fall equinox, you would have totally rebirthed yourself into a whole new person. You ain't even going to be able to recognize yourself anymore, because you would have grown and matured so much through the spring, summer, and fall that, you won't even recognize yourself. See, I've seen using cards to understand my guides. Yeah. Do you have any questions, my darling? Someone in the aura. Danny, I believe that means like third-party interference in your guys' aura. There's at least 2 other females that are coming in between your and his relationship. So either family coming in between you guys or cheating's coming in between you guys. Something like that. I mainly feel is family. Okay, so remind me again what I need to begin doing. Once the snow is gone and you're able to actually go outside comfortably, sit next to a tree. Try to slow your mind. Literally hug that tree. Ground yourself. Play in the dirt. You live on a farm. Make your own garden if you can. That'll help ground you. Gardening helps ground you into earth. Get out and start meeting new people because your soul tribe is making their way to you. And you need to step back in the summertime and really take a look at... In the summertime, you really need to shine your light bright and be your authentic self. And anybody who is annoyed by your authentic self is not who you're meant to bring with you on your path. Do you get what I mean? How can we clarify this? And can I get a reading just like the one you gave? Yeah, you could. It's $25, Danny. And I can give you a reading just like that one. And you can pay for a yes/no question, Danny, and I can look into what third-party energy is coming in between you guys. I'll do that. Can I be able to have a baby again at Josephine? Are you at... Oh, is Josephine able to have another baby? Most definitely. You can have another baby. If you want one. Shows that the person you're with loves you very much. Posting my lives on YouTube? Yes. I was going to do the one yesterday, got sidetracked. So later on this afternoon, I'll be posting the one from yesterday and today. So you can go back and re-listen to your reading, Emily. And get a pen and paper and write down notes. Will the doctor give me an answer about my back problem? He'll give you answers, but you're not necessarily going to like the answers he gives you. It shows that your back problems is because you either like overworked yourself. You might need time off to be able to actually heal your back, but you might not be able to take time off, or you're not the type of person that's comfortable to just sit there and do nothing. Something of this nature. He'll tell you, but you're not going to like what he has to tell you. For those particular reasons, like some reasoning that's something like that. That's great. And yes, thank you for being a mentor guide. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Will I meet a life partner soon? Tammy. You definitely will. There's something that you need to deaden out in your life that's a bad cycle before you're able to do this. And if you want to know what that is, you'll have to get a more in-depth reading. But yeah, there's definitely action that needs to be taken to to meet your life partner. Something that you need to finish up, but yeah. And if that isn't done, you won't get it soon. It's kind of up to you. Does that make sense? How much for my question? $5 for a yes, no question if you want me to go straight to you. You told me I will be in a good relationship again, and it happened. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Okay, if it makes sense to you, then you know what to do in order to get that relationship, Tammy. Danny, remind me of the question that I need to answer for you. Or it was what the two females. Are you wondering about the two females that are coming in the relationship? So I believe I have a baby again. Yes. Okay. Who are the two females that are around Yanni? Three of Cups comes in again. One person you already suspect and know about. This is a very dominant female. A person that she shows more male traits than female traits. So she might be very independent. She might be single. You know who this person is, the female, one of the females. And the other female is a very toxic female in his life. Does she know this person? The second female, you don't know who she is because it might be somebody that he either seen behind your back or somebody he's seen while you guys were split up, something like that. So one's a family member or friend it's a female who shows dominant traits, very independent. And the second one is a past lover who is very toxic, that is getting in between you and him. Do you get what I mean, Danny? Does Josh want to reconcile Laura? Or Lorna? There we go. Are they family? Do you know of a female in his family that shows more male traits, like very independent, very dominant? Okay. Then that's who it is. And where was I at? Does Josh want to reconcile? He's trying to manifest you back in his world, this Josh guy. He's up late at night with anxiety. He's very unhappy without you. And I believe you guys have a lot of similar beliefs. He really screwed up. Yes. The answer to your question is yes. Tatiana, is Kay afraid to hang out alone? Oh, snap. No. He's not afraid to hang out alone. There's something about he's very greedy. I mean, not necessarily bad greedy, but he's more focused on himself and how to make the next moves in his life and be more stable. And he's more focused. He's not scared to be alone with you. He's just more focused on becoming a stronger masculine. Trying to get his priorities straight. Does that make sense? Is one of the girls his aunt? I can't give you a for sure thing. I could just tell you their personality, Danny. These two females, one of them you don't know, it's a past lover, and the other one is a female that's very dominant, probably single, or if she's married or have a boyfriend, I mean, she wears the pants in the family, if you get what I mean. If any of those things describes the aunt, then it's the aunt. Am I pregnant now? Josephine. No. You definitely have a potential of getting pregnant. The puzzle piece. You need to lighten... Shoot. You need to lighten the burdens on your back. You're doing too much, darling. And what I'm seeing is you're taking the fun out of the act of trying to get pregnant. Have you been trying to get pregnant for a while and it hasn't happened? So you're like... Be more spontaneous when you're doing the wild monkey dance. Have fun with it. Find your passion with that person again. There's something about too many burdens placed on your back. If it's not in that type of way, then you have too many people in the outside of you that are placing burdens on your back, and you're just stressed out and you're having a hard time getting pregnant. To actually pinpoint what that burden is, you need a bigger reading, a more in-depth reading to see what that burden is. But there's some sort of burden on your back that's making it hard for you to get pregnant. In-depth readings are $25 if you want to know for sure what kind of burden is there that's making it hard. I love this girl that I have on in the background. She's my favorite YouTuber. Her name is Alwyn Oak. You guys should check her out. She's my favorite fairy person. She also goes really in depth about the Wicca holidays, like the Sabbats and stuff. Does Dorian still love me? Princess. Does Dorian still love Princess? Hell yeah. He finds you to be his queen, his empress, and his high priestess. He's madly in love with you. Madly in love with you. Strong, hard yes. All right, I'm going to move out of free stuff and go into paid readings now only. If you want, I'll give you a blessing card. I'll do a couple blessing cards before I go into... Yes, no questions are $5 though, and in-depth readings are $25, and all my spell work is $20. Oh, and at 10K likes, I promised a is $20. Oh, and at 10K likes, I promised a mini. Hold up, I need to give a mini out for the day. All right, what do I want to grab? We're way past the 10K. What's up? How you doing, Kindy? Your name was slipping my mind, my lips for some reason. My Kindy Cane. Candy Cane. All right. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay. I picked out the perfect thing. This is almost like a doll. For all of you that know me, what is my favorite? What do I believe myself to be? Can you guess? Exhausted. Finally published your book. I seen that on Facebook, Kendi. Witch? Irene? You spelt it wrong, but that's good enough. A witch. Look at my little witch lady. Irene, you get a little mini. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's beautiful, Kendi. What's the title of your book again? Is it on Amazon? Or do you have a link? Give me the scoop. I have to go to the... Oh, no, you're fine, Irene. I knew what you meant. It was probably spell check that changed it to witch anyway. I'm so exhausted. I bet you are. It's okay. It was probably spell checked. Need a private reading? If you want a private reading, all you have to do is text the phone number that's in my bio, say that you want a reading, and we move forward from there. We'll come up with a time and day that suits us both, and then payment is needed to keep the appointment, and then we do the reading. You touch my face that's up here in the corner, and it will bring you to my page, and at the top of the screen it'll have a phone number there. Are any of my moderators there in here? Can you pin up my phone number? It's 509-930-6525. Where can I get your book, Kendi? I'm so sorry, Irene. There you go. Can you pin that phone number? This Kendi has my phone number posted. That's my number that you would contact me on to text to get your private one-on-one reading. All right, what deck? How do I find your book, Kendi? Where are you selling it? Oh, you gave me a link. Yay! Anybody who wants to how do you describe your book, Kendi? Anybody who is interested in her book, follow her. How would you describe your book, Kendi? Like mythical, fantasy? I'll have to go to Amazon and freaking get it. How much are you selling it for? What's pulling for me from my lovely Irene? Ooh, my Hocus Pocus deck. It's been a while since I pulled that in my healing deck. Sci-Fi, there you go. They have it at $15.99 for hardback. Oh, beautiful. It's not even that expensive. Dark, suspenseful mystery. Amazing. If you guys want to read a good book, follow my lovely Kendi. Buy her book on Kendi. Pin yourself. If you want, you can pin your link. Pin your link for your book up there if you want. If it'll allow you to. I don't know. There it goes. If you guys want to check out her book, there's the link to her book. All right. What's going on for Miss Irene? What does Irene need to hear for her highest and greatest good, please? Snap. Oh, perfect amount of cards. Just, yeah. Yeah. Irene, you've got a new sense of fire up your butt. You are standing in the Queen of Cups energy. You're more emotionally stable. Temperance is what? Let me get it. True love can never really be lost. Have you either had a death in your family or you've been thinking of a loved one that's been passed over? Have they been on your mind a lot lately, Miss Irene? They're saying they're right next to you. True love can never be lost, Dad. Was your father super, super skinny? What's coming to my mind is Ichabod Crane. Have you ever seen the cartoon Legend of Sleepy Hollow? Really skinny guy with big feet. Even though he wasn't like the most handsomest person, wasn't ugly neither, but he was a very like ladies man type of person. A lot of ladies, like back in his younger days, he probably broke several hearts. Does that describe your dad? That's the person who's here for you. Yes? I feel your grandpa is here too. It's a male figure that's older that smokes a pipe. Or your dad could have smoked a pipe too, but I feel this is a different energy. You have several male energies. Did your grandpa used to smoke like an old time pipe? Tobacco pipe? Or your dad? Father-in-law. Oh, your father-in-law is here with you too. Is your father-in-law passed over or still here? This person's passed over. Excuse me. Okay, making sure. What did they want to tell you? Well, what came through for your mini was like a little mini like mediumship readings. By the way, everybody, I do mediumship readings too. Those are $25 also. I forget to mention those. What are these men trying to tell you? Things will start lining up for the better here. If you've been going through some tough times, they're saying help is on the way. They're trying to line things up for a better life for you. To hang in. I hear hang in there, kiddo. Hang in there, kiddo. My dad used to say that to me a lot. I feel that's your father that's saying it, because my father used to say that to me all the time. Hang in there, kiddo. Hang in there, kiddo. They're both of them are very, very proud of you. And keep your options open on how you receive your gifts, because a gift is coming your way. You just have to recognize it when it's there. What is it? What is this gift that's coming her way? Damn it. Knight of Lightning. Knight of Swords. A gift that's coming your way is somebody that's going to come in and have your back. I have a feeling that you've been going through some stuff that you feel like you've been going at it alone. Like, there's going to be a male figure that's going to come in and have your back. That's the blessing, and that's the help that's coming its way. Somebody's going to have your back. Oh, he did say that. Aw, beautiful. I love that. I miss hearing that from my daddy. I loved it when he called me kiddo. Do you have any questions, Irene? Both fathers. Your father came through mostly. And then the father-in-law just mainly made his appearance and said hello. Hello. And know when you're oddly thinking of your past loved one a lot out of the blue, that's just their energy standing close to you, letting you know they're there. That's how they let you know they're there. And just say hello. And your father-in-law, I feel you smell that tobacco pipe sometimes out of the blue, even though there's nothing there. And that's how your father-in-law comes through, when you smell tobacco pipe. Am I going to hear from Ryan soon? I moved into paid readings only now, Amanda. Yes, no questions are $5. We will have to redo the spells again on the full moon, right? No, you don't have to redo the spells. I mean, you can if you want, but they last for a full lunar cycle. I don't check in with the cards, Emily, and see if when the full moon comes, and see if you do. I don't feel you need, at least one of the spells is taken hold, and you won't have to do it again. That's what I'm hearing. You're welcome, Irene. If you guys are curious about my prices, the lovely Emily or New York has them pinned above. My father-in-law was very gentleman. Oh, nice. And your father sounds amazing. I mean, the word kiddo, that brings my father to my heart. And Ichabod Crane, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, was one of my first favorite Halloween movies. I love the cartoon Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Besides Scooby-Doo. I mean, I love Scooby-Doo too. I guess I really don't have a ultimate number one. Just a whole lot of them I love. Hello, baby girl. Ask when you get home. Or you can ask me on the day of the full moon, Emily, and I'll ask my cards. Yes, Tracy, my PayPal is linked in my bio. If you make payment, let me know, though. The apps aren't dinging me. Amanda, am I going to hear from Ryan soon? Yes, no questions are $5, Amanda. Kendi, is that you that just sent me for a question? Who just sent me? Okay, I'm still learning. Sometimes I get first. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. What was your question, Kendi? Oof. My dad was tall man and to the point. Yeah. Ichabod Crane was really freaking tall. Will book 2 be more successful? I'm hearing less time. Almost like the first book that you made was such a struggle because it was just the first one and you were having doubts, and the second book will take you less time. I'm hearing less time. They're actually yelling it to me. So that's a side note. And as far as being more successful, both of them will be equally as successful. The second book may be a tad bit more successful. What about her third book? I'm curious about your third book. By the time you write your third book, that's when you're really going to reap the rewards of your... I mean, you're definitely going to be successful with your first 2 books, but by the time your third book comes out, you'll be like... I'm hearing famous. You'll be famous. I haven't even started third book. I know you haven't started the third book, but I'm just giving you a heads up. With each book, you'll get more and more popular, and it'll gain more success. But by the time your third book happens, that's when you're really going to see the rewards of what you're doing. Third book might even be there might even be traveling as far as promoting the book. That's how famous you're going to be. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, because there's definitely traveling in the future when it comes to the third book. Second book, be careful not to get greedy with materialistic things when it's almost like by the time your second book comes out, you'll be definitely comfortable, and you might go into this small habit of overspending your money. Your guides and angels are warning you not to get big-headed and like blow your money on stupid shit. Spend your money wisely the first couple of books. Tracy, you paid? Where'd you pay at? Yup. Book 3, I actually to sequel to 2. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, Tracy, let me check my PayPal really quick. Okay, Tracy, you paid for a full reading. What would you like to know, my love? Would you like a relationship reading, finance reading, spirit guide led reading, mediumship? What would you like? What kind of reading do you need? First book that's probably isn't related to second one I'm editing. Oh, good. Whatever. So you want to, whatever spirit wants to tell you, Tracy? Is that what you're asking? Oh, did I get? Okay. What do I feel pulled to for Tracy? Spirit, what does Tracy need to hear for her highest and greatest good? Tracy, I feel something, Halloween's going to be significant for you. There's something good. There's something going to be great that happens on Halloween. Either that or that might be your favorite holiday. Is Halloween your favorite holiday? How does Halloween resonate for you? No, but I'm a witch. Ah, there you go. How can you be a witch and not love Halloween, Tracy? I'm just joking with that, but Halloween's my favorite holiday. I got married on Halloween. I love it so much. And I consider myself a witch too. That's why these cards pulled to you. What does Tracy need to know for her highest and greatest good, please? You've been working on your freedom, Tracy. You either somebody left you out in the cold, or you're about to leave somebody out in the cold, or it could be just financial things that you're trying to make plans to give me more information on this Five of Pentacles. I feel it's more person related, that you're working on leaving a person behind because they're not making, yeah, a King of Wands, that the happiness is just no longer there. But you feel like you've been taking your time to detach and make yourself more stable before you can make your move. This person's just, but it's been a hard time stabilizing yourself because this person, it's one of those, it's hard to heal a wound while you still have the knife in your chest. Does that make sense? But you're working through it. You're doing good. Even though the home is broken and you're trying to detach, stabilize, and gain the courage to leave, you're doing an amazing job. You're right where you need to be. Seven of Wands. You can... in the near future, you're going to have your guard up about a gift that's coming your way. A Knight of Pentacles. Either there's going to be a gentleman that makes his way to you, but you're going to have your guard up because you're not quite done with the one. It's almost like you're the type of person that one door needs to completely close before you move forward. And you're scared to move forward because, well, you haven't healed from past relationships. Is this making sense? My home is perfect. Been married for 43 years. Is this your job then? It's a pentacle, so it's what you find. Is your boss making you unhappy and making you feel unstable with your position at your job? Retired. Have your finances been a little out of whack and not stable yet lately? The cards are saying it's a relationship. 43 years. Are you starting to feel like the spark has been lost in your relationship or something? I'm a gambler. Are you sure your finances are good then? There's a lot of pentacles on the board, and so it has to do with your abundance, and a lot of wands. And my gut is telling me it's your relationship, though. Is your marriage, do you feel like the spark is gone? Almost like you guys have detached from each other? No? The cards are saying it is. The Devil in reverse. That's definitely the... Don't really... Be careful with your gambling. The devil is... That I would have brought up some sort of, like, addiction, right? Spend as much time together as possible. Just because you spend time together, enough time together, doesn't mean the spark is still... I mean... A person can be out on a date night with their husband, be sitting at the table, spend all kinds of time together, but still have the spark be gone. The Chariot in reverse is what's around you. This will tell me more. What kind of movement is not being had? Maybe your guides and angels are warning you of this is how he feels, since it doesn't resonate with you. Because this is whatever spirit wants to tell you. And the gambling part came out, and I asked what the forward movement is, and the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician came out. A person around you is feeling very burdened. Are you sure your husband's not trying to detach from you? Because you have... How is your gambling? The person around you feels burdened. And end result, the Emperor in reverse. A person that becomes very bossy and dominant. Are you bossy and dominant to your husband? This may be a warning that this is how your husband feels, and you might need to check in. You don't spend beyond your means? Have you sat down and had a talk with your husband, though, on what he would like money spent on? I mean, maybe he wants to, like, save up money to go on, like, a trip instead of going gambling. All I'm saying is this is either your energy or your husband's energy, since this is spirit trying to tell you something. Check in with your husband. Have a deep conversation to see if he's happy, if he feels like the spark is leaving, I'd have a deep conversation if I were you. Yeah, it might be... Yeah. If this is not resonating with you, then this is how your husband feels, and you should really check in. It's a warning. If you don't want your marriage to end up like in splitting up, because a whole lot of, like, the Sun cards here in reverse, not happy. I mean, if I was to reverse this into his energy, then the King of Wands, somebody who was once very passionate for this Queen of Pentacles, is no longer happy, because in the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's a woman who's not stable, not nurturing him enough. Do you get what I mean? Maybe check in and see how he wants to make... I mean, it doesn't matter that's everything's paid for and all your... I mean, but if you're the only one that's blowing money on gambling and not allowing any, like... And you're not asking him, hey, what do you want to go on a vacation? Or, you know... I mean, this maybe... Yeah, it's very much how he feels. And if you want to salvage it, I'd check in with him. Your health is not good. That's not the main focus that your guides and angels were putting on, though. It's your relationship in general is what they're wanting you to put more focus on. A lot of times our guides and angels will make our health go bad so we can have a pause in our life, so we can really sit down and look at what's going on in our life, so we can see what we're not seeing. And he is the perfect helper. Yeah. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying check in with him. Maybe all the focus is on you and nothing is on him. You need to like check in and see what he wants to do. If he's all right. Do you have any questions, Tracy? Okay. Okey dokey. If you guys are wondering about my prices, the lovely Emily has them pinned above. Are you doing general readings anytime soon? Yeah, I do general readings. They're $25. And my list is open. Once payment is made, I go straight to you. You can make a payment to either my Cash App or PayPal. My Cash App is True Magic Tarot. My PayPal is linked in my bio. What do spells entail? I work any kind of spells. Good luck spells, love spells, karma spells. Depends on what you're wanting. I do. Will NJ and I eventually get married? If you want to know any future, that would be an in-depth reading, Vera, and I can tell you if you'll eventually get married. In-depth readings are $25. What blessing is coming my way? Peace of mind. Beautiful. All right, you guys. Anybody in need of a reading? Because I'm about to jump off here for the morning. You want a healing? You want a blessing card? Emily, I'll give you a blessing card. What kind of blessing is coming Emily's way? A blessing to find your way. I have to cover this part because it's a naughty card. You're going to find your path, Emily. You may not be able to see your path right now, but you're going to find it. Snowdrop. A blessing on your creativity. Snowdrop. I feel this is creativity is also sacral chakra. I feel like confidence. You're going to have a blessing to be more confident in the near future. Tams. What's your word of the day? What's your blessing coming in? Miss Tams. A blessing on a homecoming. Have you seen your daughter lately? Has she came to visit you? That might be in the mix. You might be seeing your daughter here pretty soon. Ruth. You're welcome, Ruth. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. You're going to go have some conflict come up here pretty soon, but it's a blessing in disguise and you're going to overcome it. You're going to win. Everything's going to work out to your highest and greatest good. Does my boyfriend, Josephine, if you want a yes, no question answered, you can send $5 to my Cash App or PayPal. I've moved into paid readings only now. No, Tams? It might be coming in the near future, or at least like a FaceTime or something like that. Maybe you need to contact your daughter, not of any importance, but, you know, maybe you're in need of talking to your daughter through FaceTime, seeing her face. I don't accept calls, but you can text me, Josephine. Yeah. When you book a private reading with me, I do call you through FaceTime, but to book an appointment with me, you text. May I get a free card, please? Adalia, what kind of blessing is coming in for you? A blessing on a friendship. You might be going through some sort of tiff with a friend right now, and your guides and angels are saying that either the tiff is going to go away and you guys are going to make up, or you might be getting a new friend in the near future. Does Jay think about me? Adriana, I'm in paid readings only now. If you want to know exactly how what's the name, Jay feels about you, you can pay for an in-depth reading. They're $25. I can tell you exactly how he feels about you. Tammy is asking so nicely for a free card. Tammy, what kind of blessing is coming your way? A blessing on your family. Spend more time with your family. You guys are needing each other right now, Tammy. Much need of family time. Get in touch with even old family members that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe throw like a barbecue here pretty soon when the weather lightens up, Tammy. It's much needed. Rotten. You're welcome. They live far away. Oh, just call them then. They might be missing you and will appreciate a call. Rotten, what's your blessing? A blessing for a fresh start. Are you thinking about starting anew on something? A new job, a new relationship, moving somewhere new? Take it how it resonates, but whatever this new journey is that you're taking, it's the right thing. You're going to be blessed with it on that journey. New relationship. Nice. It's going to be a good one. You too, Irene. Thank you. Can I get one of your regular cards? Sure. Emily. Nourishment, season of the witching herbs. Make sure you're nourishing yourself. Your guides are once again reminding you, making sure you're getting plenty of water, plenty of rest, make sure you're nourishing yourself. Eating right. I keep hearing chamomile tea. Did you buy any chamomile tea, Emily, lately? Chamomile tea might be important to you. Okay, you guys. I might come on later today. I might not. My afternoon lives aren't really set in stone. It depends on if I get done with my responsibilities of the day. No, I haven't, but I did get her. Diffuser is good, Emily. But I'm hearing chamomile tea. Get some chamomile tea. You too, Tammy. All right, you guys. If I don't see you later on today, I will definitely see you tomorrow morning. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Oh, come on.